we're running out of daylight. It's getting cold. It's getting dark. It's so cold. It's so cold. I'm freezing. Having a high English test score increases your points by similarly.
You're vlogging?
Yeah, I'm vlogging. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I made a new friend, you guys.
Hey guys, this is Rachel. She is awesome. Listen to all of her content. She's just such an amazing person. I've talked to her for the past 15 minutes. But yeah, so hit the like button. What else is there? Subscribe, the bell, right, or something like
Comment.
that. I don't have a YouTube channel, so yeah, just follow her. Listen to what she says. She's awesome.
See you
I'll
around.
find you.
Yeah. Take care. Bye. Hi guys, my name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing the latest Express Entry draw, which is Draw 169. By the way, for those of you that are new to my channel, hi, my name is Rachel and I like to break down Canadian immigration information for you guys. So if you happen to find this video helpful in your journey to come to Canada, I'd really appreciate it if you could please like and subscribe to my channel for more information about Canadian immigration, news, updates, case studies, and much more. Also, follow me on my TikTok account as I really enjoy condensing information about Canadian immigration in 15 to 60-second videos. I find that immigration is a heavy topic and I try to make light of it on my TikTok videos, so check that out. Before I delve into the discussion, there are just a couple things to note. This video won't be as analytical and data-driven compared to the two previous videos that I made about the CRS score. So if you're looking to find an in-depth analysis about the CRS score, check those two videos out as you'll find a lot of the information there very helpful. Anyway, let's not prolong this video any further and let's jump into Draw 169. First and foremost, Draw 169 was an all-programs draw, which means Canadian Experience Class, Federal Skilled Workers, Federal Skilled Trades, and Provincial nominees were eligible under this round. The second thing to note about the recent Express Entry draw is that the cutoff score was still at 469. Third, the number of ITAs or invitations sent out was still the same at 5,000. What's significant about this is that IRCC is continuing to hand out 5,000 ITAs. This is about the third time. That means that IRCC handed out 15,000 invitations in just over a month. Again, this is another record-breaking move by IRCC, which goes to show that they are proactively taking action in meeting their PR admissions target for 2020. So it's very good news for people that are currently in the Express Entry pool. Let's now move on to my predictions about this draw from the last video. Okay guys, so number one, I predicted that the next draw would be within the next 2 weeks, which fortunately happened, so we got that. My second prediction was that the CRS cutoff score would be between the range of 465 to 468. Now unfortunately, I did not get this prediction right, but I'll explain why later on. My third prediction is that the number of ITAs to be sent out would be at least 5,000, which again I got right because IRCC did hand out 5,000 ITAs. And lastly, number four, I predicted that the next draw would be an all programs draw, which in fact happened too. So in terms of my predictions, I got 3 out of 4 right, which is not that bad because I got at least 75% of my predictions correct. Now, let's move on to where I went wrong. In order to understand as to why the score did not increase or decrease, let's take a look at the number of people that entered the pool between Draw 168 and Draw 169. First, let's take a look at Draw 168. So guys, I'm just looking at my table here. There were a total of 14,366 candidates with scores between 461 to 1,200. And I got this number by adding the following numbers that you now see on your screen. In Draw 169, there were a total of 14,616 candidates with scores between 461 to 1,200. Now, if we were just to compare these two numbers, you'd think that there's only an increase of 250 candidates in this pool, when in reality, there's actually a lot more. And here's why. Now, remember guys, the CRS distribution table from draw 168 was dated before they actually sent the invitations out. So when the draw happened, 5,000 candidates with scores 469 or higher were removed from the pool. So just by doing some simple math, 14,366 minus 5,000 would come up to 9,366, right? But if you were to look at the newest CRS distribution table, the number of candidates within that range increased to 14,616, which means that more than 5,000, or to be exact, 5,250 candidates entered the pool that belonged in the 461 to 1,200 range. Okay, Rach, this is super numbers heavy and I'm not really following through, so like, what's the whole point of this? Well guys, the whole point that I'm trying to emphasize here is that there are a lot of high-skilled candidates entering the pool, and they're entering the pool in large numbers, which goes to show that the express entry system is becoming more popular for interested applicants abroad, and it also shows that the express entry system is getting more competitive as time goes by. Meaning you really need to get a high CRS score if you want to increase your chances of getting an invitation to apply for PR soon. Okay guys, so here are my predictions for the next draw 170. First, I still suspect that it will be an all-program draw, and I've had a lot of people asking me this question, which is, would there be a program-specific draw in the near future? And unfortunately, my answer to that would be no, just because IRCC is trying to proactively reach its PR admissions number, and with that, it is very unlikely that they will release a program-specific draw. Second prediction is that the number of ITAs to be sent out would be at least 5,000 again. Third, I suspect that the next draw will happen within the next 2 weeks as well. And lastly, the CRS cutoff score will be two things. If the draws happen next week, I predict that the CRS cutoff score would be between 465 to 468. However, if the draw comes within 2 weeks, I predict that the CRS cutoff score would be in the range of 467 to 470. Now, if you belong in this particular range, here are my suggestions for you to increase your chances of getting an ITA. First, if your score is below 450, please consider options to drastically increase your CRS score, such as an arranged employment, which you can get a maximum of 50 to 200 points, or a provincial nomination, which you can get about 600 points, which is basically an automatic invitation to apply for PR. If your CRS score falls in the range of 450 to 459, you are close, but do consider other ways to improve your score. Perhaps get an education credentials assessment, which is basically having a Canadian institution assess whether your foreign education is equivalent to a Canadian one. You can also consider retaking your IELTS exam in order to boost your CRS score. And maybe for some of you guys, that's another $350 for a 10 to 15 point increase, but sometimes that small score can be the make or break for you to receive an ITA for PR. If your score is in the range of 460 to 464, see if you can also improve your CRS score by retaking your IELTS exam or also getting an ACA. And lastly, if your score is in the range of 465 to 470, hold on tight, you guys, because I feel that you are within range of receiving an ITA very soon. Anyway guys, that's it. That's all I have for today. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my thoughts about the recent express entry draw and also my predictions about the upcoming draw. Anyway guys, it's getting cold and it's getting dark, so I gotta wrap this video up. So thank you again, keep safe, and well, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.